Okay guys, we're back. So in today's build, we're going to build another Valentines idea. Okay? So as you can see, we got some brown paper, some contact paper, tinsel strips, some googly eyeballs, some styrofoam balls, different sizes. We got the little sticks. We got some colored yarn. We got a little foam block. Oh, haha. Most importantly, we got the big block of foam. Glue gun. So, I have an idea, and I think we pretty much have almost everything here that we need. Okay? So as we start going along and decide we might want to add something a little bit different or something, I'll show you what we used and all that fun stuff. Okay? So right now, I'm going to go ahead and start putting it together. Okay? Then when we get a little bit together, then I'll be back to show you where we're at. So we'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, so here's where we're at. Okay, got my foam, a couple of little styrofoam balls. I took one of these screws and stuck down through it. Okay, so I can kind of hold it where I want it. And why I use this is these balls are just real light foam. If you try to hot glue it, it's just going to melt. Okay, so that's why I pinned it. And when it's all ready to go, then I'll just cut it off right there so it's not sticking up. Okay, if you look, I drew my mouse trap, the old-fashioned mouse trap, on the foam. Okay, so I knew how big I wanted this one, and then I put X's on the spots where I'm gonna cut it off with the hot knife. Okay, so that's where we're at. Foam balls, the stick through it, stuck into the foam. The pattern, so I know where to cut the excess foam off that I don't want. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut this foam off that I don't want. Now I'm going to start working on the mouse trap. Okay, my wife's going to come back and she's going to work on the mouse. So I'm going to get this cut out. When we're done with that, my wife's going to work on the mouse a little bit, and then she'll show you the progress from there. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, we're back. So here we are. This piece. I showed you how I made my patterns. Okay. This is the floor. So it was like the floor in the house. This is going to be the mouse trap. Okay. I was going to take these little sticks and put a couple of pieces in there and then push them into there and make it go like that. But I think I'm going to be better off just to cut a piece of cardboard and just put underneath this whole piece to make it more solid. Okay? Now I'll wrap that piece of cardboard that I'm going to cut in the wood flooring, and that way when I put these down on top of it, it'll have the nice wood pattern around. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that before I do any more. My wife's going to step in and show you her mouse.
Okay everybody, so this is what I'm making, the mouse, for the mouse trap. So this is going to be the front of him, and all it is 2 of the foam balls, and I cut out 2 ears out of stiffer watercolor paper, and I just poked them right in. They just poked right in there. So, and I just put a barbecue skewer through the two foam balls there so that when I go to stick it on his piece, it'll stick right in there. I am not quite sure how I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna finish it off, but I'm thinking I might go around with this yarn from the Dollar Tree. And also he's gonna need his little nose to come out a little further, so I may use some of this, another little round foam ball to put on there and then start wrapping it. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure if that's gonna work. When I get exactly, well, it will work, but when I get exactly with how I'm gonna do it, I'll be back. I've also wrapped just these two little pieces of just that wrapping paper, what comes out of your Christmas wrapping paper, the, you know, the little cardboard stuff inside it. And I just cut two little strips because he needs little feet that come out. So, something like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to concentrate on making his little nose and how I'm going to do the body and what works best. So when I get a little bit further along with his body and that stuff and get his ears figured out the rest of the way, I'll come back and show you. Okay, you guys, so I've decided to go ahead. Like I said, I was thinking about wrapping it with this yarn, and I am. So I just started out at the bottom, I tied it, and then I just kept going around and putting a little bit of hot glue with each. Like after a little while, I'd go around a little bit like that, and I'm up to the head now, so I'm just going to keep working my way up, and I'm putting the hot glue, and then I come around so far and repeat the process. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, but I need to put my little, I carved out of another little foam ball a little snout for his little nose and mouth there. So I need to hot glue. I've decided to put some little cheeks on right there, so I'm going to hot glue those actually right now, and then I will also wrap those just all the way up in the fur so they match the face. So there's one. There a little more. We'll do the next one. There, now he's got his little cheeks. So I'm just going to continue to wrap this all the way up, and when I get to the ears, I'll stop and show you what I'm going to do with those. Alright, see you in a minute.
Okay guys, so here we are. So here's our base. Okay, like I said, I showed you this, I showed you how to make this, put the paper on that, covered this in material, decided I wanted it more solid. So I cut out the piece of cardboard, put the contact paper on that, then glued these on there. Okay, so now I think I'm going to take these little sticks. I'm going to come back and I'm going to put them on here, okay, to start making the mouse trap. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. So that's what I'm at. I'm going to start making the mouse trap and the little spring and the little plastic piece that holds the cheese. Okay, so when I get that part farther along, I'll be back to show you. See you in a minute. Okay guys, here we are. Okay, here's my mouse trap. Okay. So from here, I'm going to take these little sticks, okay, these spurs, and what we're going to do is we're going to build the piece that snaps down, okay, when you set the mouse trap off. So it's going to go right here, okay. Then obviously a mouse trap has a little spring that sits across here. So we're going to take some of these little pencil pieces, okay. We're going to wind them around however, you know, so you make the little piece, okay? So you have your little spring, so it can go across here, okay? So that's what I'm going to work on right now. I'm going to get this smacker made, it's a little spring, and, oh, and obviously every mouse trap has a little piece that you put the cheese on, okay? So I got a little piece of that 1/4-inch foam from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut out and put the little holes to make the little piece that the cheese sits on, okay? So this is what I'm working on. When I get this farther along, I'll be back to show you. And here's my wife's little mouse she's done so far. It's cute, huh? Okay, so she's still working on that, and she'll be back to show you more what she's doing with her mouse. So I'm going to go ahead and get this part done. Oh, so go ahead and paint this piece first, okay? And then when you make your little pieces out of the wood that's going to go around your mouse trap, go ahead and paint them silver or gold, whatever color you want them first, and then glue them down, okay? So that way it keeps a nice clean edge. Oh, one other thing. So the mouse's tail is going to be in the mouse trap, okay? So I'm going to put this on here first, okay, the mouse tail, and run the trap piece down over the top of the tail, like that, before I glue it down, so that way it's underneath the little piece, okay? Because you don't want to glue this down, the little mouse flapper piece right there, and then wondering how you can get the mouse tail underneath. So I'm going to put my mouse tail underneath, have it bend up however I want it to be, you know, and then, let's say, the other piece will be going around it. So put this on first, then put the other pieces. Okay, I thought I would just show you that. And when we get a little bit farther along, we'll be back to show you.
Hey.
Okay, guys, so we're back. So here's a mouse trap once again to show you guys. Okay, I went ahead with that little bit of foam, and I made the little piece that the cheese sits on. I made the little piece that the hook goes in. Okay? And here's our little metal piece that gets the mouse. Okay? So this, and then I took a piece of that tinsel and wrapped around the end of it. Okay? Because that's our spring. Okay? So this one's sitting here, just like this. Make sure you guys can see it. Okay? And then the little piece of cheese piece will sit here. Okay? And then I took another little piece of tinsel to the length of my build. Okay? And another little tiny piece. And you see that where I made the little piece that this little metal piece sits in, okay? So this little metal piece is what goes in here. Okay? And it goes up. I'm just going to have it hanging to the side because on ours the mouse traps went off. Okay, but that originally goes up and hooks onto the piece of cheese, so when it sits up like this. Okay? So that's where I'm at. I'm going to get these pieces glued on to where I want them. Oh, one other thing. My wife went ahead and made the mouse tail. Remember I was telling you guys, if you want to make your mouse tail, you want to put it underneath your little smacker first before you glue your smacker in place. Okay, so that the tail's underneath it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this part glued together. And in between time, my wife is going to show you her mouse so far and what she's going to do next to it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and move my stuff right here out of the way. Just ignore her, dog.
She's so spoiled. I'll have
She's
to
just
wrap.
spoiled.
Okay, you guys. Sorry, spoiled Chihuahua. Anyway, so here's the mouse. So will you hand me that yarn?
Yep.
I took the yarn like I showed you and I wrapped it around. I just put hot glue like I was showing you. And then on the ears, I went around just the outer edge. So now I'm deciding on what to do with the middle part. I have a couple of different ideas. One may be painting. Another maybe a little bit more of the yarn in a different color. I think I have some red. So anyway, and I'm going to put the little eyes on. I'm thinking of doing googly eyes on it,
Which we do have.
and I will show you when we get those out. But I'll maybe do some googly eyes there, and I've got to make his nose pink or white or whatever, and then we got to color his little cheeks in. And my husband showed you the tail, and how I did the tail is I had one of these, okay, just from Christmas leftover stash, and then I had the yarn, and I just kind of tied it around the top of it, and I just wrapped it all the way around it, and on some parts of it I made it a little thicker, and then towards the end I tried to get a little thinner, but you know, it didn't need to be perfect just because nothing's perfect in this world, right? Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm doing now, and I'm either gonna, like I said, color these in, or I think I have some other of this really thin, lightweight yarn. You don't want to use a real heavy yarn on at least on the ears, because they'll just make them fall. And I still have to finish the back of them. So that's where I'm at now, and when I get done with that, maybe get his ears done, I'll come back and show you. So see you in a little bit.
Okay, guys. So we're back. So here we are. Show you my mouse trap again, so you can see everything. Okay, so I added the little flipper. It's glued down. Are you showing you? I got the little spring trap glued down now, like I showed you I was going to do. I made the little wire like I was telling you I was going to do. It's glued down. Got my little piece of cheese. This is where the cheese gets sick, because the mouse is going to be right here, which my wife will show you. But see the long tail I was telling you about? And we purposely made it longer and glued it underneath this, like I told you. But depending on where you put your mouse or which angle you want it to face, the tail will be long enough. So make sure you make your tail long, so it depends how you want to face him on your trap so people can see him. Okay. So the next step is I got a peg stuck in here, just like on the last build. Just pulls out, just stuck in the foam. Okay. Because I got a heart that's gonna go here. It's got a little box of chocolate, so I'm gonna have another peg, and that will come up. It'll have the big paper heart. So it'll have the saying that we want to put on here. Okay. So I decided to show you guys that part to where I'm at. My wife's gonna step in. She's gonna show you her mouse.
Alrighty. Okay, guys, this mouse is getting closer and closer. So I got the ears. I decided to go with yarn. I found my red yarn. Pink would be really cute. I didn't have any pink yarn, but I had this little red yarn that I had from the Dollar Tree. And it doesn't matter if it's from the dollar, just a thinner yarn so that it doesn't weigh it down. Now on the back here, I am going to put some more of this other yarn from the Dollar Tree, this soft, fluffy tan yarn, on the back of his ears. Because, you know, this paper's been pretty sturdy, so I think it'll be just fine. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to come back with his eyes. So just to give you an idea, I'm taking the yarn and I'm leaving it on the roll. I'm just unrolling some. And then I'm going to start, because I want the back of this, and I have it going around. So I'm going to take my glue gun. Oh, it isn't plugged in. So I'll be back when I get the glue gun heated up. How about that? And we'll see in a second what I'm going to do. Well, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, everybody, so now that I've got the glue gun plugged in, helps to get yourself prepared, But anyway, so like I showed you the mouse, and now I was just going to give you a little bit of an idea of how I'm gonna put some of this soft kind of yarn that I got from the Dollar Tree on the back of his ears. So, and remember the ears are made out of watercolor paper, so it's really stiff. Poster paper would probably work, or anyway, a hardboard back paper, just because you want it to be able to stand up. So I'm just going to put a little glue, and that's how I'm doing it. And I'm just going around the edges. You could color these in. There's so much stuff you could do with them, right? You could color them. You could put a little glitter in the center for his ears too. That'd be cute. If you, like on where the red part is, if you added a little bit of glue and glitter and red glitter, that'd be cute too. There's so much more you could do, right? But I just thought it would be cute to kind of keep it, since my husband's got the trap looking so authentic. I thought the mouse should look a little bit authentic, but of course he's not shaped just like a real mouse. Kind of a cartoony-ish, realistic looking mouse. Kind of both, I think. Anyways, I think these projects that we're doing are really fun. I think you guys would really enjoy them. I hope that you guys are hitting the like and subscribe button, because it really would really help our channel. And leaving a comment and hitting the little bell, that would really, really help our channel. We're trying to bring these videos out every week for you guys, and we hope we're doing a good job. Let us know. A little criticism never hurt anybody, so if it's nice criticism, go ahead, tell us what you think, or maybe you have an idea of something we could build. Anyway, so that's kind of what I'm doing. See, I started around the outer edge. I'm just going to keep going until it's filled in. And this one, I would, like with this fur on the back, I would go straight up and down normally. But it doesn't seem to matter with this yarn, because it all kind of just looks like fur anyway, to me. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then, oops, we've got this little box of chocolate hearts, because, every Valentines or something if you're making it for a gift, should have some candy on it, right? So I got this from the Dollar Tree as well. This piece of scrapbook paper my husband cut out, just the same shape as the front. He's going to glue that on. So this is also going to be part of the trap, So that's what he's going to be working on. I'm going to finish up my mouse. I have these little pom-pom balls, and I may or may not use a pink one for his nose. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Probably will end up using a pink one for his nose. And then I've got to put his eyeballs on, the googly eyes, and I've got to make him a little mouth. So I'm going to try to get him all finished up. And I'll come back and show you after I put his eyes and his nose on. And I think we might add a little bow tie, because I think that would be really cute. Okay, so we'll be back and show you guys in a minute.
Okay guys, so we're back. So I went ahead, took that 1/4 inch foam like we did the other Valentines, and cut it into a heart, painted it pink on each side. Okay. Then I took that little box of chocolates and I covered it in paper and just hot glued it on there. That way you can take this top off and eat the chocolates, you just wanted to disguise the front. I'm not sure what I'm going to write on here, but I'm writing something, okay? Just like the heart, I'm writing something on it. So, I guess the next step is I got to figure out what I want to put on my heart. The hearts, those 2 hearts. And my wife, that's how I showed this. Okay, here's her cute little mouse, right? She showed you and how she did it and all that. I was teasing her. I said, well, no wonder the poor little mouse got caught. He has no arms. He couldn't even try to escape. He's having a hard enough time just trying to get the cheese. So I thought that was kind of funny. So she's going to come back and figure out how she wants to make some little arms on this guy. She got so excited building him that she forgot his little arms. Okay, so she's gonna finish up her little mouse. I'm gonna write whatever it is we want to put on our Valentine's hearts. We'll finish assembling it, and then we'll be back to show you the finished product. Okay, so see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, we're back again. Okay,
Some scissors.
yeah. So here's my foam heart I showed you that I cut bigger than the little small guy. And on mine, on this particular heart, I thought I'd put little hearts kind of here and there around the outside. Okay, and then the other heart, just a box of chocolates that we put the paper on, will sit here. Okay, and then I think when I'm done with these hearts going around here, I think I'm going to take some of that red twine that my wife was using on her mouse. I think I might line the outer edge of this little box right here, this box of chocolates, just for fun. Okay, and now I'm going to hook these up on the mouse trap, and then my part will be complete. And then my wife, I guess she decided to to put little feet and little hands so the poor little guy can get off the mouse trap, because he's, yeah, without feet and hands he's kind of in trouble. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do this and this, and my wife's gonna step in and show you what she's got going on with her little mouse. Okay.
Hey, you guys, I guess you need some feet and hands, right? I guess so. I got all carried away doing the mouse and thought, oh, he's so cute. And then I looked at him, I'm like, he doesn't have no hands and no feet. So anyway, what I did is I took one of those things like I showed you the tail. Do not pipe cleaners. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, from the Dollar Tree, just like I did the tail.
Tinsel
Strip. Or whatever. Okay, so I've got the silver one. I took a whole one. I banded it and cut it in half. Then I took them and bend them in half, and then I'm twisting them like that. So they're all twisted up. Then I'm going to poke them into the mouse because this is foam, so it pokes right in there. And that way he has bendable arms. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this yarn and I'm going to do the same thing. Sorry. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the tail. I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and put a little dab there. And I'm going to start to wrap it around the tinsel just so he kind of matches the tail and the arms, you know, his color. It's all the same color. So that's why I'm doing that. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to come back and do his feet. I'm not sure. I'll probably use the same kind of thing, this little tinsel strips, but I'll probably make them a little bit thicker and come straight out here for his feet so he's standing straight up, and wrap him as well. So after I get done doing that, I'll be back to show you. Okay, so we'll see you in a second. Hey guys, so here we are. We're at the finale again. So this project was super fun. Here it is. We've got the mouse on there. You Trapped Me Valentine. My husband made the hearts, and this is actually a box of candy, remember? Just from the Dollar Tree. He made, this was the contact paper that we had to make it look like kitchen flooring, and here's your mouse trap. It says, it says Love Trap under there. And then here's the mouse. Oh, and let's not forget this little piece of cheese back here that really looks real realistic, that he made out of the foam, the green foam for your plant, the floral plants. Cut a piece off and made it look like cheese. This is all just made out of the yarn from the Dollar Tree, the foam balls, and I just shaped one of the little round foam balls into a nose and put it on there. Glued, cut a pom-pom in half and made put on his little cheeks and nose, some googly eyes, and I got the to and from So that way, whoever you give it to, you can write right there. Anyways, we hope you like it. I think it turned out really cute. It was another super fun project to build. Didn't cost much, but you can't buy anything like that in the store, and I think handmade's always better, right? So if you guys like our builds, hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment, hit the bell, and until next time, we'll see you later.